Hello and welcome, I'm Dante from Lunar and today I'm running through some more routes our new hamster can take, this time focused on the assault maps. Due to the nature of the assault maps, they tend to be pretty linear, so on some of the maps rather than interesting routes, what you're more likely to be doing is using the terrain to gain height for engagements. Additionally, the presence of invisible walls above certain areas really limits the fun things you can pull off in some places. That said, all maps have something to offer, just some more than others. Starting off with Moreau, which personally feels like the most restrictive map in terms of aerial space. You're going to really struggle to clear some of these walls. However, Hammond can copy some of the other high mobility characters, such as crossing the left side gap between point A and point B. I've found the most reliable way is to swing around the corner and use the momentum to propel yourself across, rather than straight up jumping over the gaps like other characters take. He can also use the same technique to launch himself onto traditional Widow ledges on top of point A. You have to go through the choke, but no one else can launch themselves at Widow quite so hard. The new Horizon Lunar Colony map has seen some improvements, and due to the branching paths, Hammond has a few ways of really closing some distance much faster than anyone else, able to get from the attacker spawn to the point in just seconds. The first way is probably the easiest and a little bit more reliable, but slightly slower. Using the upper path, Hammond can actually get enough height to swing off the ceiling, over the entire opening, through the window and straight onto the point. One of the most satisfying simple swings you'll find anywhere. An alternative version to this, and one that's going to catapult you faster, is to launch yourself around the corner from the other top platform. Breaking the swing, you'll send yourself straight at the point at max speed, but it's a lot easier to overswing, and end up either to the side of the point or on the other walkway. There is also a minor version of these if you want to hop onto the point from the low ground. Use this piece of cover to get a little bit of height, grab the edge of the platform and swing straight through the lower opening. Once you get to point B, the ability for the defenders to easily seal the entrances does make it a little harder to find creative ways in, but you can use the main doors to either launch yourself onto the point with some height, or to reach the platform at the back if Widow is causing you some trouble. The same can be done from the left side doorway, but it does require you to go through one door before you can make the move, so it's a little bit more dangerous. Following the theme of point A catapults, Temple of Anubis does much the same. Luckily we have some high ground before the choke point, which, as you may have guessed, is always good for launching. Using it, we can do a couple of things. First up, we can get on top of the choke, but that's not too useful unless a Widow or Hanzo think they are safe there for some reason. What you can do though, is go right over it, to the high ground often used as defense. If we go to the leftmost room, we can actually make it through the window right at the top, usually something for divas and Pharahs. It's a bit tricky as you need to release the swing at the right time, but this does allow for some fun flanks if you make it through. Point B is a little bit more limited in terms of anything special, but there are lots of walls and pillars to use. Taking the route on the left means you can go right over the wall and onto the point, making Hammond feel right at home in a dive comp. The last map is Valsky Industries, which I honestly thought would have lots of fun ways around, but due to the kill floors and awkward angles, Hammond is surprisingly limited in interesting movements. The path on the left as you come out of the attack spawn is easy for many. Hammond can make it, but it's a lot harder for him, especially when you're being shot at. There are a few nice moves to get through the side paths on point B, but funnily enough the easiest way is to actually just hook to one of the platforms. It will drag you through with it. However, I did find one route I didn't think would be possible. I doubt it's strategically useful, but it looks cool to do. The factory doors on the left can actually be grabbed, which means you can use them to swing all the way around them. Doesn't get you any further than someone just sitting on a platform, but it's far cooler. Thanks for watching this video. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please leave us a like, subscribe to support the channel, and click that little bell for notifications as new content goes live. Until next time, I've been Dante, thanks for watching.